Hello everyone, my name is Tanvir Jan Swapnil and my student ID is 20173228. As we are going to talk about our assessment 3, which is a case study of SportX company. So let's get started. Let's start it with the first slide, which is introduction. In this third assessment, the case study is all about the company called SportX, and SportX basically sells sports product through their e-commerce website, in which they receive orders through their website, email, and phone calls. They have the online payment option for their customer, though they are running their business smartly, but they must face some technological challenges. In this case study, I am going to discuss about the challenges that SportX can be facing and how they can handle those type of challenges in the future. On our next slide, I'm going to talk about the five most valuable assets of SportsX, and the first one is customer database. This is a crucial asset for SportX because it contains sensitive information like payment information, purchase history, contact details, and customer names. It is very essential to maintain customer relation and facilitate marketing and communication. The next one is order database. This store the data of customer orders, delivery address, prices, quantities, and product details. And the next one is product database. This contains detailed information about the sports product that are offered by SportX, which includes the inventory levels, pricing, specification, and descriptions. The fourth one is employee database, and this database contains the sensitive information of SportX employees like contact information, salary, employment history, and personal details. And fifth one, the last one, is e-commerce website. This is the e-commerce website is asset because it serves the primary sales of SportX through the online channel. Let's move on to our next slide, which is weighted factor analysis worksheet. And in this slide, you can see these are the criterias, and in which SI, which stands for sensitivity of information, CO stands for critically of operation, whereas BV stands for business value, and LC stand for legal and compliance requirements. Here you can see on customer database, SI is 5 and CO is 4, whereas BV is 4 as well, and LC is 4, and the total weighted score is 80. So on order database, same, we have got the weighted score is 80, and on product database we got 54, on employee database we have got 72, and e-commerce database we have got 76. Let's move on to our next slide, which is two threads for each asset. So for customer database, they have got the threats that can be data breaches and insider threats. On data breaches, unauthorized individuals gain access to customer database and steal sensitive customer detail like names, payment details, and address. And another one is insider threat. An employee of SportX with customer database accessing intentionally a leak or sell customer information to a third party. On order database, we have got the data manipulation and denial of service attack. On data manipulation, the unauthorized person will give access to the order database and change the order details, like changing the price and product quantities, which can lead to the financial loss of SportX. On denial of service attack, the cyber criminals can use the DOS attack in on this order database serve that causes the problem of unavailability and disrupting the process of order and fulfillment operations. On product database, we have unauthorized assets, X unauthorized access, and the data corruption. On unauthorized access, the hacker can give unauthorized access to this database and sell the product information and intellectual property. On data corruption, accidental corruption of the product database can result in incorrect information about product inventory descriptions and error in product pricing. On employee database, we have got insider threat, social engineering, and on e-commerce website, we have got distributed denial of service attack and payment fraud. Let's move on to our next slide, which is vulnerabilities of the asset. As you can see on our asset section, we have got customer database, order database, product database, and employee database, and also e-commerce website. And the vulnerabilities of customer database is weak authentication control, and for order database we have got lack of data encryption, and for product database we have got inadequate patch management. For employee database we have insider threat. For e-commerce website we have got the cross-site scripting. So if we talk about the description of customer database, the description will be the customer database may have weak control for authentication, like easily guessable password or lack of multi-factor authentication. This vulnerability can increase the risk of unwanted access to the database and data breaches. On order database, this database may lack the proper data encryption during transmission, and without encryption the sensitive data may be compromised, so it can increase the data breach risk and information threat. On product database, this database may have inadequate patch and practices that can lead to vulnerabilities in the product database. This can allow the hacker to access the database, can execute malicious actions. On employee database, the database is acceptable to insider threats, such as employee can misuse or leak the data, and this can result in the exposure to the sensitive information of employees. Let's move on to our next slide, which is threat vulnerabilities assets, in short TVA worksheet. So as you can see in the worksheet, we have got the customer database, order database, product database, employee database, and e-commerce website as same as before. So the new thing here is the impact, likelihood, and risk rating. As you can see, for data breaches we have got the impact is 4, the likelihood is 3, and the risk rating is 18%. And on unauthorized access we have got 3 impact and 4 likelihood, so the risk rating is 20%. On data manipulation we have got 3 impact, 3 likelihood, so we have a total 15% of risk rating. And on insider threat we have got 4 impact, 2 likelihood, and so we have got 15% of risk rating. On cross-site scripting we have got 4 impact, 3 likelihood, so total we have got 18% of threat vulnerabilities risk rating. So our next slide is treatment strategy for each risk. So for data breaches, the strategy is strengthen authentication controls. For unauthorized access, the strategy will be implement the data encryption, and for data manipulation, the strategy will be improve patch management practices. And also for the cross-site scripting attack, the strategy will be implement web action firewall. Let's move on to the next slide, which is make the HQ network security by design. As you can see, we have got network segmentation, the first one, which implement network segmentation to divide the network of headquarter into separate security VLANs. And the next one is secure network architecture. Design the network architecture will full security by following the principle of least privilege and defense in depth approach. And then we have access control, privilege management, secure remote access, network monitoring, regular patching and updating, which is important to establish a robust patch management process to ensure the update of software, servers and network devices. And then we have got incident response plan. Develop the incident response plan that outline the steps that are required to be taken in case of a security breaches. This includes the role and responsibilities of members. Then we have got the regular security audits and assessments. So conduct regular security audits to identify the vulnerabilities in the network design of SportX headquarters. Next slide is all about the plausible protection mechanism, in which we have got the firewall, virtual private network, data encryption, multi-factor authentication, security information management, regular patching and vulnerability security awareness training, and indecent response plan. So if we follow these techniques or this procedure, we can protect our business from this type of attacks, and as well as from the uh, various type of losses that we are willing to face in the near future. So this is all for today, and also we have got some references. Before references, we have got a conclusion. In conclusion, after discussing all the issues in detail above, we can say that the present era is the era of technology, and it has its advantages as well as its disadvantages. It is very difficult to run a business nowadays without the help of technology. In conducting business with the help of technology, we must face various problems from time to time and to solve them. So on the above case study, I have discussed what challenges or threats SportX has faced or may have faced in the near future in managing their business through technology, and how they have been or will solve these things. So here is the references. Thank you.